A note with flowers and the beautiful macaws. A note on the sleeping giant, a film out of the mainstream, which for some reason made me think of a book I'm reading through right now. I'm only at the beginning. Peter Bogdanovich, Who the Hell Is in It? He refers to a statement by Orson Welles, who was of the opinion that the performance of the actors is paramount. That's what makes a film. What interesting point of view. What about the director? Well, you've been a director, of course. Citizen Kane, for many experts, scholars, critics, the best film of all time. Anyway, up there in the top 5 ever. And yes, I think it's a reply, and more or less, without the director can do a great job, but without the performances, the film fails. And why I'm thinking about this, it's not that the actors, most of them, the important ones, being also very very young, teenagers it seems themselves. So it's not that they don't uh, make a good work. There's an effort. They come out all right. But maybe I'm one reason I do this is because I'm also trying to figure out what happens. I don't have the key, obviously. Who has? This is it. I'm telling you, this is out there with Citizen Kane, or it's a disaster, not worth it. Who am I to say that? And who is anyone for that matter? We can all find our own story in a picture, motion picture. In fact, I forgot who said, but someone said it's not so much what's out there, the work of art, the painting, whatever, but it's who looks at it and what he, she makes of it. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Shakespeare. Trying to return, the story is somewhat familiar, interesting for me and so many others. Teenagers, their evolution, their change, what they do in this world, how we can see that we've been there, even if every generation says, I didn't do that, I was better, so, or it was worse in my time, but I faced it, whatever. That's also part of it. Uh, we keep denying that it was pretty much the same, or we changed the paradigm for the generation. Let me tell you another thing I've read and stuck in my mind as a joke: paradigm and teenagers and changing. And the ultimate maybe book on a teenager, Man Booker Prize winner. So it's not just me. Critics love this book. DBC Pierre, Vernon God Little, Meves it souffre. Um, uh, One character tells Vernon this. Let me tell you about paradigm shift. When you come into a room and you see your granny and the man has has a finger up her ass, what do you say? Oh, bastard, that food, soup, expletives, beep beep beep. Um, I'm trying to listen if sometimes the sound is totally compromised by an insect or something which has the habit of, or a different insect, but that same species, whatever, gets into the phone, and no more sound, which is maybe for the better. That's okay. Well, now you find out that this man knows there's a deadly bug in your granny, which will kill her if he doesn't interfere. So he's forcing himself to cut the disgust and tries to save Granny. Now, what do you think when you learn about this? Well, I don't know if he says a hero item, but yeah, well, thank you. I'm grateful. Paradigm shift. With the teenagers, they get into. First of all, they're near the lake for the summer vacation, and that's Williams, Linda, and Adam Hudson. They're near the Lake Superior. Adam is the teenager. He likes Taylor. The father encourages him to go for it. She's attractive. You should try and get close to her. But that's just part of the story. There's this provocation, daring. They try to outsmart each other. They get into some conflict, and they're aggressive to each other. Teenagers there, and they jump off a very high cliff. That's scary at one point. But one scene which stuck to my mind, and I don't remember seeing this in other films. Well, of course, there's the famous scene in, I'm thinking now of Apocalypse Now and the killing of that bull. But this time it's a dead bird, which they keep kicking around. They throw stones on it, and I thought um, that's ugly. I thought.